Hey gang, welcome back to another episode of Pillars of Earth. Can't remember what number episode this is, honestly. And yeah, chapter 18, baby. As you can tell, this is pretty much right picked up right after the last recording. We just finished the note with Philip, and now we're taking over. There was some noise, so we were able to. He had a flashback of the fire, and we got control of him. Time to go around and see what's going on. Let's get out of here. So many fucking look at all the graves.
Hello?
Oh shit!
I saw someone.
Bro, there's shadowy figures everywhere. Ooh, there's fucking ninjas.
That came from the kitchen.
Oh, it's you.
You startled me.
I thought I heard something. Was that you?
No, but I heard it too. Maybe Aliena came back.
No, she's asleep. She returned a few hours ago. Damn it.
Jack.
Sorry. There's someone in the kitchen.
Yes, I think you're right.
Stay behind me. I'll go ahead.
Yeah, sure, I got some backup. Who goes there?
There's someone in here.
Outlaws.
No, here, then come in.
They are probably just after food. I will talk to them. All right. Please, listen.
What the fuck?
We don't mean you harm.
Philip, be careful! Damn it!
Get the blicky.
Philip,
Sure,
find me a
this
stone.
thing's- Yeah, you got enough time. Woo! I think I got it.
Jack, no!
Jack took his ass up. Jack took his ass up.
Brother Marcus.
Brother Marcus.
He took Cuthbert's keys to steal food here from the kitchen. Because of me, Remigius found out. And he left. We never saw him again.
Looks like he came back. You didn't mean for this to happen.
No, but...
What about him? Don't be afraid.
Ah! Jack! Why did you do that, you animal? I will get the others.
No!
What?
He's just a child.
Just a child. Jack forgave the child. Just like that. And I forgave him. For that was what he had been when he arrived in Kingsbridge. Just a child. Who was I to judge this man for not confessing earlier what he had done? I had never told his wife, Aliena, that I was responsible for her fate, and for her father's. Even that night, when we all met, I did not dare to tell her.
That's a pretty big one, though, boss.
The walls of Kingsbridge weren't enough anymore. The outlaws had found a way in. We weren't safe in our homes.
So this is what it has come to. Kingsbridge is under attack.
Why didn't Uncle Richard chase them away? Why?
Now, do
Shit,
not
Richard was asleep.
exaggerate. This is not a siege.
We only saw 2 of them, and one of them was a child.
But they almost killed you.
Our Earl of Shiring lets his people starve. With this drought, a just lord would help.
But nobody stood up to him. So he burns our last crops, destroys our towns, and murders our kin.
Richard, please, not now.
It is all too easy to blame a desperate child. Forgiveness is much harder.
It is.
But forgive we must.
Can you? Forgive, I mean.
I already have.
Hamley is the reason for this. He's
mom's
to
like, what
blame.
the fuck is he
It's
talking
that
about?
simple.
Well, he won't be Earl for long. The Treaty of Wallingford has been signed at last. It's only a matter of time until things change.
What treaty?
Winchester is in turmoil about this right now. Stephen and Maud have signed the treaty. Maud's son, Duke Henry, is to be crowned the next king.
And, by agreement, all lands are to be returned to their previous owners.
But Stephen will continue to rule as long as he lives.
The earldom will be ours again.
It will not.
Why the bloody hell not?
Bloody hell.
Language?
No one will enforce this until Stephen is dead.
What is to be done then?
Guess appeal to the king?
We only have to wait till Maud's son sits on the throne, don't we? And then ask him for help.
And if Hamley were to fight the decision, he'd have to face the king's army.
Well, if they're hungry, can't we just give them something to eat? I'll share.
We should, and we will. But there are too many to feed them all.
We must do something.
Well, I cannot sit quietly and wait until Stephen dies of old age. The Treaty of Wallingford is in place. I won't wait for another 17 years. Not when I'm so close to fulfilling the promise I made to my father.
You're right, but it wasn't William Hamley who came here last night. It's the outlaws we need to worry about.
Well, what do we do about it?
I don't know,
A few
man.
more months like this, and we'll be where they are now.
I don't know, man.
We
Just
should
picking
support them,
random
not
fucking
fight
shit
them.
now.
You are right, of course. But how can we help?
We could provide weapons for them to fight Hamley.
To fight him? You mean to pillage and plunder? That'd be more likely.
What about his mother? I've heard that Hamley still listens to her, that she still has a say in Earl's Castle.
Yes, let's tell his mother.
If we spoke to Regan Hamley, we might not need a physical confrontation at all.
That'll never work. We have to assault them and take back our father's castle.
Bruh.
even if that means fighting alongside the outlaws.
I don't like either choice, to be honest.
Neither do I. So, what do you think, Aliena?
I will talk to the outlaws. Maybe we can find someone who can speak on their behalf. And if there's no one, then we will.
I'll ride with you.
You won't, Cub. Not with that leg of yours.
Your mother is right. Besides, if we all turn up, they might think we mean them harm.
Alright, let's go.
Our hopes of meeting allies on the road to Shiring were fading with every mile. The only people we saw were sitting by the side of the
Jesus
road,
Christ.
broken and starving. Shiring was riddled with death and despair. I'd heard that Wiggly had just been raided by outlaws, leaving them almost entirely without cattle. Maybe someone there knew where the raiders had come from. But Calford, on the other hand, had a recent falling out with William Hamley. There was a chance that they would be quick to join our resistance.
Shit, I didn't mean to go all the way.
As we reached Wiggly, we met a farmer tending to a scrawny chicken. She told us that Hamley had claimed ownership of all their cattle. Shortly after that, the cattle vanished. Raiders had taken it, throwing William Hamley into a fit of rage. Some say they recognized the thieves, neighbors who had once lived among them. They were long believed to be among the dead. Were we really building our hopes on a pack of ghosts?
Backtrack a little bit. I don't think we should go to
We entered
Shiring
the
yet.
village. There was a weary young man trying to repair a roof. He pointed toward a ruined mill. Hamley's Mill, he called it, which used to have the right to grind all grain from the nearby villages. That was until a few days ago. Hamley had come to collect his share and, due to the famine, was met with empty coffers. Enraged, he'd killed the miller and had taken every last bag of flour belonging to the starving people of Calford. Many had fled into the forest, desperate for their lives.
Bro, Hamlin fucking stupid, bro. I ain't gonna lie, this brother's stupid, bro. But you did get her. Alright, not going to Shiring yet.
The fields of Huntley spurred fond memories. Here, I'd negotiated my first deal to transport and sell the farmer's wool. Now, the meadows had turned to straw, and the sheep were dead. Soon, we reached Uncle Simon's abandoned hut.
Bruh.
Our horses needed rest, so we wanted to leave them there while we looked around on foot. Then I remembered how Richard had been kicked by the man William had paid to catch us, and the horrible sounds he'd made lying there. Inside the hut, I was startled by a hunched figure hiding in a corner, nibbling on a lump of bread. Upon seeing us, the creature's eyes widened, like those of a frightened animal. I asked him where he got bread in times like these. Was it stolen? No, I got it from the butcher. The people at Sally's quarry told me to ask the butcher, he blurted out, startled by his own voice. Mistaking our interest for greed, he wolfed down the rest of the bread.
That boy said, fuck
Before we
this.
could ask more, the frightened man jumped up and fled into the forest. The butcher. Was he the one we were looking for? A leader whom the downtrodden trusted and feared? Maybe we could find him at the quarry the man had mentioned.
to the quarry. We did a lot of... Was that dot there before? The hunting? That's interesting.
The abandoned quarry was teeming with activity. Many poor souls were gathering around a fireplace, boiling a stew from meat and turnips. It was plain to see that these people weren't held together by blood or profession, but by hunger and desperation. And by their numbers, I thought, that could make them quite dangerous. Were these outlaws?
Let's approach carefully.
We walked slowly towards them. I sensed that Richard was ready to draw his sword. The first one to notice us was a little girl. Swiftly pointing a finger at us, "Who are they?" she asked the others. All eyes darted towards us. Their reactions were as varied as their faces. Some looked afraid, curious, and confused. Others were full of hatred and contempt. "We're not here to hurt you," I explained. "We just want to talk." "Where can I find the butcher?" I asked. Their faces expressed anger and fear. I explained that we were looking for food. They told us that the butcher was still in Monksfield, but that meat would come every couple of days. I said that wouldn't be a problem, not knowing what they meant. It looked like our path would lead us back to Monksfield.
Literally got it right past Shiring. Hey, it's that hut again. That's hilarious. Alright. Rugged outlaw, peasants, old woman. Let's talk to the outlaw.
Thank you for giving me and my friend shelter the other day.
Weather's fine now, so what do you want this time?
We're looking for the butcher.
Just ask about the butcher.
The butcher of Monksfield has long since moved away.
Damn, I can't believe it.
No need for cursing, young man. If you bring me an animal, I can prepare it for you.
Do people call you the butcher then?
Why'd you ask? What do you want?
Do you have a lot of outlaws passing by?
You don't see it in their faces, dear. But we all have been failed by the law and our leaders. Don't you agree?
Hell yeah.
I ask because we feel the same way. And we're looking for a way to make things right again.
Is that so?
We're looking to build an army, to invade Earl's Castle and kill Earl William Hamley.
Oh my.
Just lofty
If
goals.
it's that easy, someone would have done that a long time ago.
She got a
Poor
point.
souls I meet, they're just simple people. They're not an army.
We would lead them.
I'm a knight. I know how to turn ordinary men into fighters.
In their condition, most of them can barely kill a chicken, let alone a man. These people are mothers, fathers, hard workers, yes, but they are not soldiers.
We'd reward them if they helped us.
You must know we are the rightful heirs to Earl Bartholomew of Shiring, and would show ourselves very generous.
So, you're just
Yeah.
another pair of nobles who want to use us as pawns in their battle.
Pretty
to
much.
die for you.
That was horrible.
It is the best chance we have. This is a battle for the sake of the people of Shiring, for all of us.
It's rubbish. It's what it is.
We are offering you a chance to rid the land of Hamley, to fight for your freedom.
The last time I saw you, you
For
showed
freedom.
kindness toward that young woman who was with you. I am willing to listen to a good soul, but I won't help you blindly.
That woman that was here, that you helped, that was Hamley's wife. His wife, my God. How stupid do you think we are?
Right, it's a trap.
Well, how can these people put their life at risk if they do not trust you? You are not like us.
We was poor, bruh. We was struggling.
Oh, I know what it's like to live in poverty.
And just like you, we had William Hamley to thank for it.
But I also know that if one fights the right battles, that things can change for the better.
But they're starving, my child. They are weakened by poverty, hunger, and illness. Who are you to think you can face William Hamley?
Yeah.
You! Who do you think you are?
They don't care that I was a rightful heir. They don't care about that. So let's pick this one.
We are the children of Bartholomew, Earl of Shiring.
Our father once ruled with a firm but benevolent hand. You must remember how good you had it.
Well, better than now, but that's easy. He did have guts, though, trying to take on Stephen.
So, you are his daughter and son, you say?
Yes, all we know we learned from him.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah.
I mean,
Even if we work together, Hamley is too powerful.
You ask us to sacrifice our lives for your noble cause, these people will die.
I can't make that promise. Assure that you will make the same sacrifice. Nah.
We already have Kingsbridge on our side, including the bright mind of Prior Philip.
Oh, Philip of Kingsbridge. I have heard of him. A wise man. Yes.
He took in the survivors of Hamley's raid of Earl's Castle.
Yes, and I was one of them.
He wouldn't let anybody go into certain death. Their plan must be a good plan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She does.
Go lie, Philip. I ain't gonna lie, Philip got power.
We all have lost everything except for our lives. We don't fight other people's battles.
But maybe this is our battle too.
My people will decide for themselves. But I will tell them that I believe that it is indeed a battle worth fighting.
I thank you.
I pray that it will be worth it.
We will all pray, and then we fight.
Let's go. Oh man, I had it muted. So what I was saying is that that's it for chapter 18. Now we move on to chapter 19. I think what I'm gonna do is 21 chapters. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut this one right here. We're gonna come back, do chapter 19, and that's gonna be a separate episode. And then we will finish it with a long episode of 20 and 21. And I think that'll be the end of the game, guys. We're almost at the end. It's looking pretty good here, guys. Hey, be sure to comment, like, subscribe, and as always, stay safe out there. Peace.
And so, after 17 years, I finally returned to the place I'd once called home. There was a small army of famished outlaws hiding in the surrounding woods waiting for my signal to attack. Led by my vengeful brother, Richard. But I had to be sure that Elizabeth was safe. The poor girl who in my stead had been doomed to become William Hamley's wife.
Originally, father of Earl Bartholomew ordered to build a castle a few miles outside the market town of Shiring, which was meant to serve as the seat of the town's earl. That area, including a small village, the surroundings, and the building itself, is known as Earl's Castle. The castle had mainly served as living quarters for the Earl's family, but its defenses have rarely been used. After Earl's Castle being violently seized by the Hamleys, all other inhabitants were driven from the estate. Nowadays, Earl Castle is a name to be feared. Ever since the Cathedral of Shiring was finished, William Hamley has become more disgruntled. Some believe he lost his faith and only lives to satisfy his own greed and hunger by stealing from serving peasants. Like, bro, I will admit though, I never really understood crushing the people around you. Like, if you if you read comics, you got Doctor Doom, but you know where people don't fuck with Doctor Doom? Latveria. I think it's Latveria. I think that's the country. Because he treats all the people in that country so well, they love that boy. Like, it's just crazy. It's smart. But hey, it is what it is, guys.
Get in line and stay in line. You'll all get your chance to pay your dues to Lord Hamley.
Bro, there's like
so no
people hanging. What the fuck? Alright. This is it, guys. Be sure to comment, like, subscribe.
Lord Hamley need all that for?
Be sure to comment, like, subscribe, and we'll continue from here next episode. Peace.